Mic check 1 2 1 2. Double check the levels. They're a little hot. I agree. A little bit hot. That should be about it right there. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Mic's still a little hot. Now it's kind of nice. I like where that level is. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in to the live. How is that level? 4 minutes to countdown. How is the level? 4 minutes to countdown. Sammy Cup and Hattie to the upside. Yeah, baby, yeah. Check, check, check. Is this thing on? You know, as funny as that is, you never know, right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on into the live stream with the Crypto Lifer, baby. Let's go! Yes! Sorry. I just love my life. Yes! What a great day it is to be alive. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. I can't hold the exuberance in. God love each and every one of you. I love Fridays. If you know me, you know how much I love Fridays. I absolutely love Friday. It's the day when I was finally out of school as a kid. You know, time to run free, time to get out, time to just dream, and your imagination can run wild. You're not going to do the same thing you do for the rest of the week. Fridays, baby. Fridays. Can we get 150 likes? I used to walk in the building to 150 likes. Such a shame. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'm putting the lemon into the water. Last 2 days of the year. What are you going to do to change your life tomorrow, the 31st? And you should basically start your New Year's resolutions today. If you're planning on doing something different, you should start it today. Don't wait for the first. Get it done today. And we see some shorts getting liquidated as Bitcoin's hitting 16,440 on the BOOKMAP. And we got a lot to talk about. Let me take a big sip of this lemon water. There's a reason my brain stays intact. There's a reason why I see the cup and handy in a way nobody else does. Look at this cup and handle to the upside. HAPI banging on them. One of the biggest gainers. It hit the gain, came back, hit the gain again. But I'm just showing you, didn't lose its gains. Continued to the upside. Beautiful call. Continued to move. This actually helps security in blockchain. I really like the project. I know a lot about the project. Been watching HAPI for a long time from when they first came out, honestly. I believe I own some of this too on a wallet somewhere, digging it up somewhere. HAPI, baby, HAPI. So this thing is moving, HAPI, and there's Sammy Cup and Handy to the upside. Shout out to everybody in the trading group. Our trading group is doing phenomenal. The rest of the world is maybe in shambles. But here in the trading group, we are doing absolutely wondrous. Absolutely amazing. Look at the gains that happened just in the last few days. GMT short, put out a month ago. Took a while, 300, almost 300%. High Fidenza, Cup and Handy. See that? There's your cup, there's your handle. It would break out 26% gain. VXVY, Cup and Handy, 10% gain. Not amazing, but it didn't lose. EFX, that was yesterday. Cup and handle boomed up, 40% gains. Heinz in 3. Actually, no, I guess this went up. Oh, yeah, we added it. Yeah. This is up 56%. I put it out yesterday. Went booming to the upside by 7 a.m. this morning. And PIAS, which I hit again for like a few 100% a couple days. And again, David Kendall. You can see these are David Kendall's charts by the dark blue candles. And I'm so slightly colorblind, they could be purple. 95% gains. High Doodle, he nailed for 134% gains. High HIODBS, and you can see this isn't just me. These are people that I've trained. I saw High Squiggle yesterday on the live stream. That's the 29th. And by later on that day, 41%. And HAPI, there it is again. Continuing. High ODS. PIAS, we hit for 87. You can see we know where the money's flowing. All right. Watching the charts every single day, staring at them to the point of insanity. But that's what we do. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Pat yourself on the back for getting through every single day of 2022. Who here watched every single stream? I know there's some people that I've met personally that said, Sam, I've never missed a stream. Like sometimes I don't watch it live, but I catch it again. I never miss a stream. Shout out to everybody here that supports the Lifer. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. Thank you for being here. Thank you for blessing yourself. Believe in God, believe in yourself. Anything is possible. We live in an infinite world of abundance. They try to tell you that we're in this horrible world. They want to paint this grim picture. They want to bring down your frequency. The inorganic ones, whatever we want to call them. Whatever you want to call people that are heartless, that don't get it, that are not connected to the connection. They don't smell and breathe the ether, so to speak, It is what it is. We cannot bring them to the light if they don't want to be in the light. There's nothing you can do, sad to say. Sorry about that. I'm moving that around a little too fast. I just felt like it wasn't centered, Kind of annoyed me a little bit. But this is not financial advice. Anything I say and do should not be taken as financial advice. This is for entertainment, educational purposes only. Mainly entertainment. You know what I mean? I hope you're entertained. So look, I talk about when price action is below the 200 SMA, it's a likely easy place to short, and many times once you go below the 200 SMA, it's a beautiful short to the downside. Doesn't always make it a huge short, but it does create short gains. And we've gone over this now on my live stream. Who's been watching me? This has been the theme of the last month of November and December. And again, I get into themes. I get into certain things. Then we'll be on something else in January and February. So it's keen to keep watching the live streams. You can keep getting the knowledge. Keep understanding what I'm putting down. But I'm all about the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame. And I can teach you, look, you get above it, a couple candles go above it, we go boom. And I've talked about this many times. I went over it yesterday on Debate Crypto. 4-hour candle closes above the 200 SMA. Look, long it, baby. A 4-hour candle closes below it. Short it, baby. Long it, a little bit of it long. And as long as you swing the stop loss to break even each time you get up, these trades pan out. See what I'm saying? And again, I'm not, as long as a trader, not you, but a trader moves the stop loss to break even, Don't do anything you see any YouTuber do, right? You got to learn the education and then put it into your kind of system, your style. I can teach you my system and then you can break off and kind of see what I'm talking about. So there's a chance that we double bottom here, right? A giant double bottom. There's a chance that we get a big double bottom here for sure. All right, that's definitely something that is possible. That's why I got those little yellow lines there. Can we double bottom? I've also been talking about this falling wedge. Falling wedges break to where they begin. 68% of the time, round out to 70 means 70% of the time. And you can throw some other things there on top of that, like a high 3-day or a high 22 or a daily. I mean, you have more likelihood of a break to the downside. All right. So I've been waiting for this to come all the way back down to its target for the last 2 weeks now, since it started to break down. All right. December 11th. On 12/11, 12/10, 12/11. And I'll never forget it. This was the day of the Fed meeting. We got this spike up, and then we've been trashed ever since, And I look at this like it was a bullpen, a bear flag that was likely to break down. It did. So this is what I see happening here. This falling wedge wants to break back down to the bottom of the wedge. 16,000 is our target. All right. 4-hour does have room to go to the downside. However, it is bending. 22-hour is bending back to the upside, suggesting we could get a double bottom here in this angle. We'll take a look at that on the smaller time frames. The daily is dwindling, but could also create a higher low here. It's not all bad for Bitcoin, but I just, this is also a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. See? Which could break us back down to the area of 15,500. I've been looking at these two areas where the candles close, 15,750 and 15,005, as my next area of support for Bitcoin for a bit of a bounce. Even if we continue lower, I do expect a bit of a bounce in these regions. We lost a point of control. When you lose a point of control, you're likely to fall down to the low volume area. That just is what it is, okay? That's what we see. That's what happens. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for coming on in. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. If you're new to cryptocurrency, if you're new to what's going on, my name is Sam. Thank you for coming on in. I'm known as the Crypto Lifer because I dedicated myself to crypto every hour of the day. Every single thing I have, I give it all. And people love it. And I love the people that do the same. And together we created a union. And we fight the evil powers that be together. We believe in God. We believe in the positive energy of life, love, and the pursuit of happiness, baby. And and who am I? Well, I started trading 15 years ago. Even longer, maybe speculating, but started actually, pressing the buy button, getting in and out, seeing what was going on. And I made some gains in Canopy Grow Corp, claim to fame. Got in it like $1 Canadian, and it would go to like $30 American, even more. So you can imagine 40, 50xing your money. And that changed my life. And then I was able to begin to invest, and I started researching. I had more time to take off. I took like a month or two off from work. I was a freelance editor, so I could take a job that lasted 8 or 9 or 10 months. Usually I would be looking feverishly for another job. This time I had some money in the bank. I was able to take a month or two off. Didn't have tons of money, but I'm just saying had more than I ever had. Had a savings to fall back on. Had money, which gave me time. All right? The only reason I pursue money is to give myself freedom of time. The more money you have, the more time you have. And I love my time on this earth. So to me, really, nothing is about money. It's about time. You become a multi-millionaire. You can buy a jet and fly where you want, not have to sit in the airport and wait for your bags. I sat in the airport waiting for my bags for an hour and a half. And it wasn't even that bad. It was just our flight got delayed an hour, and it probably just got pushed out. So they kept everyone else's bags going on time, and they would fit ours in when they had a chance. That's kind of how it seemed. So we sat in the airport for an hour and 45 minutes, which wasn't bad compared to what other people are going through. We had an easy flight from Florida to Boston. So I sat in Logan waiting for and I said, you know what? I'm going to become I said to my wife, I will become a multimillionaire so I can fly private and I never have to wait for my bags again. Like, I know that's insane and some people might think that's rude or whatever, but I was just like, no, like, this is nuts. You know what I mean? And so, like, that yearning to be free, like that yearning just to not have to do what everyone else does, that's what makes me want to grind every single day. All right? And that's what makes you want to grind. And why do you want to grind? Let me know your story here in the chat. What makes, or actually, you know what? Let's run to Twitter, baby. Let's run to Twitter. And also, thank you for dressing me today, everybody. I appreciate it. We're going to keep this going. Thank you for dressing me. However, if you keep it up, I'm going to have to get more vests. So you guys got to change it up a little bit. Funny, no one knew what this meant, right? Pizza, we see you clowns. We all know nothing. You're not hiding anymore. What does it feel like to run for a living? You know what I mean? Funny, no one commented. If you don't know if something is true or not, have the decency not to speak a hardened opinion about it. For your own reputation at least. Or people will know you as fake news. You know what I mean? And so, like, people that just ran on, the whole Tate thing, right? They just, oh yeah, that's what happened. That's really not what happened. So it's kind of crazy. That's funny. And now that's kind of funny. So what do I wear for the show tomorrow? Friday, 12:30 at 10 a.m. Trust me, please. Jacket, tie, pocket square. Shirt, no tie, vest. Jacket, no tie, pocket square. Or shirt, tie, and vest. And you guys, overwhelmingly, 36% of the 87 votes decided it was shirt, tie, and vest. Let's see the funny comments. There were some funny comments in here, actually. And it's crazy that 1,500 people saw the tweet, but we only got 87 votes. And, always there's so many lurkers. Always looking fly no matter what you put on, brother. My man, Trevor. Don't forget pants. I got the pants on. No need for anything else, but Saturday night is a must. Bitcoin tie on the New Year's night. Ooh, I didn't even think about that, but you're probably spot on. Button up with the buttons down, flexing the chest here, bro. Oh, no. Shirt, no tie, vest. That's what they like. Just undies. Wow. Frisky. The lady's getting frisky there. Nikki89. I hope that's a lady. It looks like a lady. We never know, right? Online, but no shirt, bow tie, no jacket. And if you are, so sorry. I believe you are. God bless you. SHIB trending. We'll take a look at why SHIB may be trending today too on Twitter. SHIB trending here on Twitter. All right, but let's go to the tweet. Why are you in cryptocurrency in the first place? Why are you in cryptocurrency in the first place? I just want to know, I want to know. I want to know why you're in cryptocurrency in the first place. What drew you in? What was it? What got you going? Why are you in cryptocurrency in the first place? Tell me now. Why are you in cryptocurrency in the first place? Why are you in cryptocurrency in the first place? I want to make sure I spell that right too, right? I should be able to spell cryptocurrency. Is it 2 R's, 1 R? It always gets me going. Yeah, there you go. I'm right. I'm good. I just, double checking, make sure that you're not wrong. There's nothing wrong with double checking yourself. What are you? Look at that. And I had seconds to change the tweet. Hold on. You can edit the tweet. What are you? Like, what the heck? See, your brain doesn't see what it writes. It sees whatever it wants. Why are you in cryptocurrency in the first place? It's insane, right? How I said it numerous times but didn't see it. And that's something about the brain. My brain too, right? Why are you in cryptocurrency in the first place? We want to know. So enough about the gains. Let's talk about what we see happening for the day. Are there more gains? And how are the gains obtained? So, as I suggested earlier today, this falling wedge has a 68% chance of a break to the upside. You can see my yellow line suggesting, and we were oversold on the 1 hour and the 15, suggested that Bitcoin would get a bit of a pump. How high of the pump is the question. This is also a bit of a divergence. It's not strong though, right? And you could say it's just barely holding. In my mind, it broke out. It fell out of this stream, that trend line. And it's attempting to bearishly retest the trend line. So let me show you if I get rid of... Oh, I'm in that big set too that I was in yesterday when I was showing off the 800 moving average. So I suggest a boom on the 1 hour time frame because I'm a stochastic guy. And the lack of momentum of the MACD and everything kind of, and you're oversold on the RSI too. This is the trifecta that I look for in the falling wedge with a little bit of divergence there. You know what I'm saying? That's a Class C divergence as that falls down, but not as sharp as that falls down on the 1 hour time frame. So you have Class C bullish divergence. You have the MACD turning up. You have the stochastics. But need I tell you more? This should have been a kind of a shoulder ahead, maybe a possible right shoulder. Lost that completely, right? Now you got a rounded top. What I was looking for is kind of, you know, it makes this what looks like an inverted cup and handle and continues to dump. You see that? I'm looking for an M pattern too as well here to come up and get rejected. I'm bearish. I've been bearish because Bitcoin can't get above previous highs. Can't get above, can't get above, can't get above. Spike, drop, can't get above, can't get above. Drop, can't get above. You know what I'm saying? It's telling you that it's weak, that the bulls aren't showing up to press the price. So if the bulls can't press the price, what's going to happen? You see? And we'll have Bookmap up there for you in a second. I got Bookmap running at the speed of light. We updated my drivers, went through some of the issues here with my AMD software. Everything seems to be running way smoother. No black flickering, no issues. Thank you so much, Jamie, for jumping on in this morning and helping the kid out with the technicals. So look, I mean, that's a rounded top. In my mind, you're in a little falling wedge here too. And honestly, this is a bear flag right here that I see dropping to the downside with a measured move further down, all right? And I've already showed you that I believe we're going to collapse to the bottom of this channel, at least here at about 16,100. So again, I expect a push on the 1 hour, how high the push is, and we could get a miracle push. Anything is possible. Watch us boom, 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 hit all the shorts, but I expect a push up here. And again, we'll just, you know, we must get back above 16,640 to remain bullish, you know, and now you even have a resistance here at 16,520. So if you can't get back above 16,600, expect more downside. This is almost like a shoulder, kind of a double-topped head and a right shoulder too that could, it just not looking good to me, my humble opinion. So I see this falling wedge attempting to break out, the 1 hour attempting to do some damage, but then like where do we stand? You know, you're unable to get above support and resistance areas. So I see more downside for Bitcoin on this low liquidity Friday, or at least sideways behavior, right? I'm going to look at another chart here too, real quick, just to kind of show you some easier levels to watch. At the end of the day, you can just look at this. I mean, this level doesn't hold, which it looks like it already broke to the downside. But now we're fighting to get back in. I mean, this channel really desperately needs to hold. And it's not even like well done. Like, hold on. Ugly pattern at play, for sure. What I was saying, even this looks like a giant bear pennant. It's already breaking down on the bigger time frames. And that's that rising wedge breaking to the downside. I mean, we've gone over this since the short around this area. I've been calling shorts and shorts and shorts and shorts because we just continuously make previous resistance areas. I want to get a nice clean sense. Like I have this OCD for a clean sense of what's happening. And it looks like this wedge can just kind of even spike. It just gets lower and lower, right? Granted, it could be the breakout eventually. And so what I'm looking for is the rounded bottom here. Looking for Bitcoin to finally kind of rest. And it could even bottom there, you know, it's 12,008. Just round the bottom though, Bitcoin, and then it would crawl on out. And that date that we have here, why is my dates off there? That's weird. Usually wherever you're at, it gives you the date, but here it's blocked out. Oh, because it's not there yet, right? But oh, there we go. And then it leaves. But you're looking at 2024 here. Right? And there's the halving now in May. And the halving is when price action just starts to rip up. So, like, this makes sense to me. And during this time, altcoins are going to fly. There's still going to be pops to the upside. There's some of the biggest pumps come in the bear market. So we could get a huge pump like this. Down, another pump like that. Down, you know. And these are going to be great altcoin trading moves. And these are going to be great shorts. There's going to be a lot of money to be made. The people that are paying attention. You know, everyone else is scared. But that's good for us. You know. And we're going to get the best prices too as we accumulate. So buying BTC as much as humanly possible in these zones and doing what we have to do to accumulate is the game, is the name of the game. All right. So while everyone else is worried and scared and acting kind of nuts, we're going to continue to push forward and focus on what matters. All right. Let's show you Bookmap in a second too, so we can just kind of get a handle of what's happening in the liquidity zone. So there's Bookmap, and you can see 16,600. We want to reach up back into that area. The 1 hour, it wants to make the push. Bookmap is suggesting the same. Not a lot of areas below to accumulate. Looks like we want to go up into this zone. It looks lackluster to me, though. Bit of a flag here on the 1 minute time frame. We just got some shorts liquidated, 225,076 liquidations. We also got some longs liquidated not too long ago. So they hit the longs, they hit the shorts. They're just kind of scooping up whoever is around the zone. So be very careful leverage trading on low liquidity Fridays. Be very careful just trading in general on low liquidity Fridays. You can see there's far more sell volume up here in the little minute. But we have some buys down here at 16,002. So it looks like we could come up here, fulfill these sells, get that, you know, and then bounce back down to the 16,200 level. That would make sense with my technical analysis as well. That would play out to the 1 hour breaking out and then continuing to the downside. So I do see more bearishness unless Bitcoin can get above a certain area. And again, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. No clue at all. I don't think, I don't feel, I don't believe. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. So I just want to make that clear. I'm just looking at what the TA gives me every single day. Last night, the TA told me we were going to go to the downside, high probability. I woke up this morning, we went to the downside. All right. If you don't understand how we did it, join the trading group. I teach how I figure this stuff out every single Tuesday without fail. Every Tuesday from 3 to 5:30, jump on into the trading class. It's $60 if you join the trading group today. Only $100 if you want to just kind of try me out, see what I do, understand my teachings. And honestly, it's a great way to introduce yourself to what I do. Spend $100. If you don't like the class, if you don't think the information is good enough, you can go your merry way, you know? But if you do like it, if you do get sucked in, if you're like, wait, this is making sense to me. If for the first time in your life, like a lot of people in the testimonials, you start to see things way clearer than you ever saw in the charts. You start to actually see the folly of your old ways, and you can say, wow, I could use this to change my life. Then jump on into the trading group where I have 800 people willing to lavishly with love and knowledge and help you on your way. All right. Shout out to everybody that's kicking it with me. I know a lot of people with their families or traveling today, right? Or, going somewhere, or maybe they went somewhere for the holidays. They're coming back, you name it. But it's definitely a holiday season day here in America. And so I can understand how a lot of people are going, online and all that. 391 people on the live, though. 179 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers for an experiment of the holidays? Just, you don't have to give me a Christmas present. You just got to give me a like, baby. And we talk about this sometimes, remember, like the falling wedge that breaks out, breaks back inside. We've gone over this a few times. Does the 1 hour push back to the upside and stay inside this channel? It's interesting, something I haven't considered yet completely. We have heavy resistance right here. We have a little bit of support right there, and then right there, right? And could you make a broadening wedge out of this? I mean, like this pattern, pretty weird. Nah, to me, it's just, because usually these are at a 45 and you lost the angle or right here. I mean, to me, it was the rising wedge that fell to the downside. Then you bearishly retest this area, this support zone, bounce, bounce, resistance, resistance. And now you're doing the same thing here with the bearish retest of this support zone at 16,700. All right. And then back to what made me believe we were going to rip to the upside a little bit is this falling wedge. And falling wedges break up. And that slight bullet swing down and swing down, that's it's a slight bullish divergence there. However, it's lackluster. All right. So what I see happening today is a bounce for Bitcoin on the 1 hour. But it looks ephemeral, which is short-lived. Not a lot of power, unless we can get back above this point of control. unless Bitcoin can reclaim this area, I'm staying bearish. I'm staying bearish. Most likely it kind of jiggles around, does a double top, and ends up back down here at the bottom of the pattern. But anything is possible. All right, so I'm looking for a little bit of a move up and a move down, and it could even go sideways with lack of liquidity. It's a Friday. Remember what day it is. It's a Friday. We do this every single day of the week, and we get into a pattern. I can remember last Friday like it was yesterday, and, same kind of scenario. We went sideways the entire Friday, if you remember. All right, today is the 30th. That was the 23rd. Right there, look. We just went. We had that crazy spike up, right back down, and we just, right here, look, right here, the 23rd. No lack of volume. Friday the 23rd, and we just sideways. See that? You can track the weeks. It's kind of interesting. Monday, false move Monday, right there, right? Boom. Blends into Tuesday, which is sideways, some price action. Wednesday, had a false move Wednesday. Funny. Back into Friday with low liquidity, sideways behavior, right? Into the Sunday volatility with the pump, up and down. False move Monday with the move up, the move back down. You see that? Tuesday, ended up getting the nasty drop, which was crazy, right? Wednesday, continuing the move, right? So that's when price action either pumps or dumps, right? Thursday, you try to get a reversal. Friday, you're back into kind of sideways price action. And then the weekend, back into Monday, false move Monday, and you can kind of go through this over and over again. It's pretty nuts what we see here for Bitcoin. So shout out to everyone who's getting that knowledge, kicking it with me. I appreciate it. What did we go over today, just to recap so far? If you're new, we talked about the significance of the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame. Talked about how to use it as a gauge to long or short any market in the world. I don't care if it's Bitcoin, Tesla, you name it. And you'd be like, no. And I'd be like, yeah, totally. Like, look, if you look at Tesla and you look at the same thing, look, the second that the 4-hour closed below the 200 SMA right there, and you started as short, you'd be in the money huge. Same thing here. The second the 4-hour broke above the 200 SMA, you'd be in the money huge. And that's also, look, my pattern type moving averages. Okay. Same idea, so over and over again, look, you get above it, pump, you get below it, you open up a short after the second candle closes below the 4-hour. Bang. And you keep your stop loss on the other side of the SMA. All right. This is what I'm doing. These are my thought process. This happens on any market in the world. You can trade Forex, JPY, USD, right? What is Japanese yen? There it is right there. Watch the same scenario. Look, the 4-hour candle closes above the 200 SMA. Long the sucker. It's gone. I'm giving you gold right now. 4-hour closes below the 200 SMA. Short the sucker. I mean, if you do this for a living over and over again, it just pays. Raise the stop loss to break even. See how high you can get. Boom, boom, boom. Over and over again. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, but you can do this. My strategies that I teach during my class, you can put on any market in the world. That's the coolest thing about it. It says like a cryptocurrency. That's why I took a Life Revision trading course, because it's not just the cryptocurrency beginners course, which I kind of had it, labeled as. It's more like, and you could take, it's deep, man. It goes deep. And I give you my special sauce and my science and things that I really look for. And you can do this on any market in the world. Empower yourself. Get ready. What I teach you happens on any single asset. These are truths. These are trading truths that I found to be true. And I keep giving this sauce away. And it's not perfect. Again, sometimes it spikes up and spikes down. The idea is to do it consistently, and you'll find anything you learn in crypto, you got to do consistently. If you do it consistently, you're going to eventually find an edge. But you got to do it consistently. Money is taken from all people and buying all in. But when it's fall, it's I'm in 3 weeks in, but the hardest is my trades ever I made in 5-year experience. I can't understand what you're saying. I don't know if English is your second language, but it's hardest my trades ever I made in 5 years. Yeah. And I know you classy too, and you smush that like button for the special sauce. Shout out to Love Learning. Shout out to C&C Ireland. Shout out to Gina Bobina. Bang. Shout out to all my blue crew holding me down. Shout out to Jamie, Lakochi Coker, and everybody here on the live. I appreciate you. Bro, can we check out HIPUNKS after hours investing? We'll take a look at that. That was adorbs. Haha, okay. There's a story there. Not sure what. Jamie, Gina Bombina, you can ask Laura. She's an expert at editing messages. Funny. She can go back to erase dum-dum. Only if you have the blue mark. You're funny. I don't know what you guys say. You guys carry on these conversations while I am doing my thing. You need to be studying and paying attention. No, I'm just... Hey, Sam, want to do the PMG challenge? Just asking. No, not a fan at all. You know what I mean? No offense. Happy holidays, lifer. Wishing the best from New York. Sir Majesty Lou. I love everybody, man. I love everybody, but I get to choose who I collaborate with, right? In my humble opinion. So, I have opinions, right? Like, I like debate. I like a certain sports team over another one. Like, you know what I mean? I appreciate everybody that loves me and watches me and gains knowledge from what I do. I appreciate it, right? Honestly, I go to certain people's YouTube channels, right? And if I post every single day and you post once a month, I just don't, like, I'd love to collaborate, but come on, man. Like, I want to collaborate with the people that are doing this every single day, baby. Like my Crypto Bloods, baby. Shout out to Crypto Blood. My Debate Cryptos. Shout out to BitBoy. You know, shout out to anyone who's out there every single day without a day off, man. You could see the people that are pushing it. We love all influencers, though. We love everybody, man. We love all influencers. Funny. Okay. Knowledge, the true gains for me. Shout out to Lieutenant Dan Dangle. Every day and night, my friend. Shout out to Kerry Coates in the house. Shout out to the whole crew. Each and every one of you for jumping on in. I appreciate it. So you see my thoughts for BTC. You can clearly see my thoughts for BTC, right? It was at 16,450. We expected a bounce. We got the bounce. Bit of a divergence play there, but it just, you know. And we do have gas on the 1 hour time frame. Suggests that we could go higher. 15-minute is getting lackluster. 7-minute is beginning to roll over. Flags in the 7 would get you where you need to be. I am taking it to another level, but flags on the 7 would get you where you need to be. All right. Take away these moving averages. I understand how this can look a little messy, but you have this. I'll take away the rising wedge. We really don't need it anymore, technically. I'll take away this line here. And are you going to bearishly retest the trend line? That's what you're looking for. Beautiful entry on a short, possible higher, an M with a higher high, you know. So we'll watch this flag. We'll watch the 1 hour. 1 hour could roll over even if it is low. I've seen everything happen that you wouldn't believe. So these are just probabilities they give you most of the time, but it doesn't mean every time. That's the one thing about trading. Oscillators and indicators are just simply probability parameters. They're just giving you the probability of something happening. They're not guaranteeing anything. No trader is 110%, 100%. If someone was 100%, they'd win every trade. Then everyone would follow them. Then everyone would stop following everybody else because that person would win every trade. And then the whole world would be on one trade because everyone would only, like, think about it. You had Bobby the trader, and he was the greatest trader in the world. He won every trade. Then you had Billy the trader, who won sometimes. He was pretty good. And then all the other traders that were like 70, 80, 50%. So people would just be like, why be in this group? This guy's 100. So they would join. And eventually everyone. And what happens when the whole world is on Bobby's team and nobody is on the other side? So he's like, okay, we're going to buy this, and everyone buys it. What happens is there'll be no one to actually sell to. The trades couldn't even, it wouldn't work. So you could never be 100%. I've said this before, but I think it's hilarious, right? So no trader can be 100%, and no indicator can be 100%. It just wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't. The universe would be imbalanced, right? Things wouldn't. You just can't have it. It just doesn't work, right? These patterns are just so crazy lately, like what we're seeing, right? But this is how I take it. This is how I interpret it, and it's got us to the short last night. I believe I can get us to the next idea throughout the day. So stay focused with me, and it's not going to be easy today. You know, no day is easy, especially when it comes to BTC. All right. But we're going to stick to our guns. We're going to watch it closely. And, yeah. That rising wedge can I want to keep it there just because it's keeping my parameters to why I believe we're going to head down to this bottom area. All right. We take a look at total market cap every day too here on the channel because where we're going in the total market cap is important. You can kind of see that we lost this trend. I mean, that was a trend line. Bounce, bounce, fell back above. Bounce, bounce, fell back below. Trying to get back inside the trend, it's not looking pretty. What time frame did I draw this on? Because it's like, I think I draw like really fast. What you do see here is you see this trend breaking. This clearly was the flag. It's like a rising wedge, and it broke to the downside. Now you're double bottoming here. Can you hold the double bottom is the question, right? Someone in my trading group was like, I see us moving back to the upside, but we're losing higher highs. Like now we have heavy resistance at $836 billion. We have resistance here at $803 billion. And we have a resistance that we created here at $775 billion. So I keep saying, if we can't get back above 775, expect more downside, right? And it's tighter and tighter in the zone. What I also see is the idea that I've been doing some weird stuff with the charts, like these falling wedges with man. You can see how this middle trend line, like a lot of times you have a middle trend line that's getting respected. Do you see this? Because we bounce, bounce, bounce. Resistance, resistance, bounce. Kind of hanging out there. Again, for me, it's the total market cap is about watching this falling wedge. All right. What you're praying for crypto really is like, can this be some type of like inverted head and shoulder idea? See that on a bigger scale to get us out of here. But to me, I'm all about the levels we keep losing. And now we have resistance at 775. We come back up to retest that, make an M pattern, and continue to drop down to this lower channel. All right. Can we hold this double bottom is the question. If we don't, we're headed lower. And as I showed you before, like we're kind of in free fall. This area really was our last chance, 834. We lost that. I mean, now we're kind of in a free fall zone. Our last previous high is right here. We're sitting at it right now. We lose this area, we're dropping fast to 589. You can see there's just not a lot of support right here on the total. So like we're at it. Like we don't hold this zone and make some type of stand here. The bears will take over. I just don't see why not. It makes no sense why not. So be very careful. This tells me to stay in a short. No reason not to. Until the bulls can get back above 775, I see no reason to close a short, in my humble opinion. Want to shout out to Love Learning. Has helped me so much considering I am new. Love the lifers. What an inspiring group. Shout out to BB Strike 86. We are here for you. Thank you for seeing the love that we created. And thank you for shouting us out and giving us a $5 super chat. May God bless you and yours. Shout out to Love Learning. She is an amazing person. Thank you, Sophie. We love you. Much Lost Lifers free crypto guides. Watch all my free crypto guides. All right. So that's the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. In my mind, it is struggling. Shorts are in control. Let's take a look at what a short looks like. If you don't know how to short the market, you got to learn how to short. Okay? You got to learn how to short the market. Super, super important. All right? And this is why you must have a plan now. Someone said that I don't answer the titles or the thumbnails. I mean, I'm explaining the plan right now. I mean, look at that. You must have a plan. We could get that nasty drop to 589. Do you have a plan to short? Do you know how to short the market? Right? Do you know how to take advantage of the market both ways? If you don't, then you don't have a plan. Right? And maybe your plan is, hey, I want to just learn how to short in small amounts for the next few weeks so I'll know in the next bear market. Use this bear market to prepare for the next bear market. You don't get markets again. Like, I mean, meaning once the bull market runs up, you won't be able to fine tune how to short the market as well as you can now. So use the market cycle you're in to fine tune your skill for that market. Meaning this is the best time to be in a trading group to learn how to trade a bear market. You know what I know? And again, think about the halving comes in May in 2024. We're getting closer and closer to the next Bitcoin halving. It's only a matter of time. They'll do anything they can to discourage you, to make you think their money is real, to make you think their system is better. But we know the math, and we know when you keep printing money, and we have something else that keeps, getting halved every 4 years, that we're going to be okay. It's 8-year-old math. It's supply and demand. I think we're going to make it. All right. So look at this Bitcoin short. Here's the flag that could push to the upside even higher. And we saw this flag pump out. I watched this on the 7-minute time frame, and I just threw out this little flag, which actually pumped and kind of did a little bit of a move, lower liquidity. But to me, we're kind of back in the flag. Look at the 15-minute. Funny, weird little pattern, though. Did the dollar index get some love? So the short getting a little bit of a dump. And honestly, that's the 1 hour, right? The 1 hour time frame. So we should come back, and what we're looking for, just like Bitcoin, we flip this upside down. Bitcoin's in the rising wedge. We want to see it come up, make the M. We want to see this make the double bottom. So we expected this drop of the short for the double bottom, then maybe some type of flag like this that could continue to the upside. So watch the shorts right now. Not a great time to get in. I don't get into the short to the 1 hour resets in the stochastics RSI. I use the stochastics RSI to find out where the momentum lies to back me up. And it adds to the probability that I'm looking for inside of the trade. So this will turn out to be a bit of a falling wedge here, in my humblest of opinions. Is everything okay? Did you figure it out? I haven't figured it out by yet. It's been an hour. Oh, wow. Okay. Don't ever ask your wife if she's figured it out or not. You'll get yelled at. Okay, what do I wear for tomorrow's live stream? Jacket, no tie, pocket square is starting to win. Thank God you guys changed it up, because I'm running out of vests. I shouldn't say that, and then you guys will run the vest. But you don't want to see me in a vest every single day. Jacket, no tie, pocket square is starting to lead. Hit the tweet right now if you can. And you guys get to dress me every day. I think it's funny. I think it would be hilarious to help dress me. So vote on what you want to see. Wow, it just jumped up 66. So shirt, tie, and vest is out the window. Jacket, tie, and pocket square is out the window. Shirt, no tie, and vest. However, someone asked me to wear a tie tomorrow. I might have to change it up, or do I have to? I mean, I have to abide by the Twitter thing. Jacket, no tie, pocket square, 66%. 3 votes just beginning. It just came out 5 minutes ago. But this is going to be out for the next 24 hours. Run in there, and I check it in the morning at 9 in the morning, 9:45, when I'm about to get dressed. And you guys basically teach me what to wear. Wow, they went back to the vet. You guys are playing games now. 4 votes, right? So, and again, it's the shirt, the tie, and the vest like I'm wearing now. It's the jacket, the tie, and the pocket square, the whole ensemble. It's the shirt with no tie and the vest, right? Which is just take the tie off of this. And then it's the jacket, no tie, pocket square. I could also put in suspenders and bow tie. I'll add that in some of the days. And we'll change it up, right? And you'll never see me, hopefully wear the same thing ever. It'll always be somewhat different of a combination. And there's so many combinations to be had, right? And so there you have it. This is fun for me. It makes getting dressed in the morning far more exciting than just getting dressed. I had to change it up, right? It's getting bored working from home. Actually, that's not true. I love what I do, but you know what I mean? Not like I want to make getting dressed fun, if that makes any sense. In my own unique, crazy way. I'm insane. I get it. It's okay. We'll make it. SRM getting a bit of a move to the upside. It was on the radar in the trading group. Breaking out of the falling wedge, oversold in the 1 hour. If Bitcoin gets this move, some of these small altcoins will take a little bit of a ride up with Bitcoin. SRM looking like it wants to make a bit of a jump here to the upside. Lack of bearish momentum completely on the MACD on the 1 hour time frame. When in doubt, flag it out. Smaller time frame. Begin to build a flag, and this is how I teach my students to not jump into green candles. You don't want to jump into green candles. You want to open up flags. You want to watch the probability. Look for continuation patterns that give probability. Then add that to momentum in the stochastics RSI. Couple that together. Make your combination. Bang, bang, bang. Add some support and resistance in there, a VRVP, and tight moving averages, and you, my friend, have got some special sauce that really starts showing you what's going down. Bouncing off the 200 SMA, tight moving averages. Okay? Tight moving averages. If you remember anything today, remember tight moving averages. HAPI in a bit of a flag here. If Bitcoin gets a jump, a lot of these coins are going to make a little bit of scalps here on the 5 and 7 minute time frame. And just watch this. Backtest these theories. Find out if it does break out. See what happens. Begin to learn. You learn by backtesting. You learn by engulfing yourself, no pun intended, inside of the charts. Get engulfed. Engulf yourself in the charts. Layer yourself. Lather yourself with chart butter. All right? Just get that chart butter all over you so you stay lathered in the butter. All right? Honestly, what's funny and interesting, Credit Coin continues to kind of stay on my radar. Credit Coin, all right? Had a huge run up, if you remember correctly, when we first saw it. Token Metrics had it on their watch list too. We were watching it. Ran up, came back down. I'll draw a Fibonacci on that and teach you some fib levels. You see that fib came back down to the 706 Fibonacci. a hidden Fibonacci institutional support level with the double bottom. And honestly, the only really people that know the Fibonacci, the 706, are the people in my trading group. And we use it viciously. Shout out to everybody who here uses the 706. Who here loves that they found out about the 706. Lather yourself in that chart butter. Just lather it up. I want to see you just completely lathered. Okay? The jacket, no tie, pocket square is without shirt. Just to clarify. No, all of them have a shirt by default. Shirt is by default. I didn't... Oh, yeah, but look. Shirt, tie, vest. Jacket, tie, pocket square. Shirt, no tie. Oh, yeah, I left the shirt out on these. I insinuated... So that's a jacket, no tie, pocket square. So I should just wear no shirt. Oh, my God. No, I mean, these, I didn't have room. They only let you put so many characters. So these, it has to be kind of... you have to have... You kind of have to assume, which I'm sorry to make you do, that there is a shirt involved here. All right, there is a shirt involved. Okay. And why are you in cryptocurrencies in the first place? I want to know. The idea of freedom crypto can bring you, the potential of wealth it can create, as well as crypto is the first opportunity in my life. Time to get in on something before the masses. Being able to actually own my assets while hopefully making better ROI than the stock market. Shib Army. My man, the Shibaholic. Got in during Doge, crazy. Stayed for the revolution. NFTs, Crazy Goose, Algo Farm. My man. He got 6 likes on that. People like that. Started mining, then slowly got into trading. TA is a good tool to trade crypto, forex, and stocks. Gaining more knowledge on how the economy works. Definitely is for financial freedom and stability. And provide a good life for my family and slowly accumulate change the world for the better. I love it. Master of none. Financial freedom. Financial freedom. Bitcoin, then ADA, my man. Financial autonomy. But really, so much more. I'm using it as a vehicle for freedom, and because I believe in what else it represents. Freedom from a world of physical, mental, emotion, and spiritual imprisonment. Governments are evil and cannot be trusted, my penguin man. Fed up with the banks. I need their permission to use my own money. No. Also looking for future gains. To give my kids and my wife the best life possible. Wow. Tatted Doge, Mr. Tatted Zach, my man. To achieve financial sovereignty, I want to help my autistic son financially, so when I am gone from this earth, he will be taken care of. Man, that's a honorable thing to say. May God bless you. Moment of prayer for your autistic son. Moment of silence. May he have a better life, or maybe we find a cure. You never know. Dear Lord, please bless us that we may find a cure to autism. Throughout all the pain and anguish that people go through, watching their kids trapped inside their bodies. A lot of people saw their kids that were regular and then saw them drift away. It's a really tough thing. I pray to God it never happens to me and my family. That's one of my biggest fears, is watching one of my kids go through some mental anguish or pain that I can't take them out of them. That is, I think, my biggest fear. Straight up. Like, if I had any fear, I'm not afraid of dying. I'm not afraid of someone mugging me. I'm not afraid of people. I'm not afraid of situations. I believe in God. Yeah, my biggest fear is my kids going through something that I can't help them with. Because it's so, that I don't even want to think about it because it just gets me going. I never gave trading a thought as a way to make money. Discovered your channel and the passion you have for what you do inspired me. I'm learning more every day and have discovered my own passion for trading and tracing where the money is going. No cap. Thanks, Sam. That's amazing. I'm retweeting that. This is awesome to read. Thank you so much, man. And I can't type. I just want to make that clear. Especially when I'm live. This is awesome to read. Like, I love that. That's amazing. Oh, I'm getting a message. My mom told me Satoshi Nakamoto is my father. Doge got me into crypto. Financial freedom. Yeah, you're funny, man. This guy's taking my tweet from yesterday. You're funny. Here to recover my financial from a liver transplant bankruptcy. Then retire my mother and buy her a new house without a hole in the roof. My man. Shout out to my man, M Loco. I believe that's Emery, my man. Financial freedom and cryptocurrency is the future. I love abuse and money, my dude. It gives me the opportunity to own my own money. Freedom, true freedom, to be free from the matrix. Once you're free, you can free other people. And this is even more fulfilling to know you are helping the collective and loosening the grip the matrix makers have on our beautiful species. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. And thank you for being here. May God bless you all. And you saw Tether was trending there. A lot of interesting things trending right now. Are people, ooh. Oh, I don't want to see that. Wow. It's getting crazy on Twitter, if I can say least. Shout out to me. Follow me. We're on our way to 10,000 followers. Just boom us up to 9,900. We need 15 beautiful people. Hit that follow. I know you can do it. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Falling wedge, break to the upside, 706 retracement. Bit of a cup and handle for CTC. 1 hour isn't in my favor. Don't like it. Let's look at the daily and the 12-hour time frame. What is it looking like? Retraced nicely on the 12-hour. Possible cup and handle with a 706 retracement. 200 SMA getting in the way. I've seen that pump many, many times. 22-hour looking for a bit of a move here for CTC. Very small cap gem. Be very careful. I personally have nothing to do with the coin. I don't own it. I'm not going to trade it personally. I'll put the chart. It looks highly probable. I won't personally trade this, but it looks highly probable to break to the upside in my humble opinion. Moving averages are getting tight again. They could go even a little lower. We could get a drop to the 886. It wouldn't be amazing. We could get a double bottom. But watching this coin closely and seeing that it has a bit of a buzz for the last few weeks, and the 22-hour looks interesting. It has the bells and whistles in which we look at. Falling volume with falling price suggests a reversal is coming in the buy side. All right. Shout out to the 400 beautiful people, 259 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. We're on fire today. You can feel the energy. You can feel the movement. You can feel the pop, right? And I love you all. And I'm going to have so many people on the channel in the next few weeks. I'm telling you right now, Crypto Blood, Arcane Bear. We're going to get the entire community here on the channel. You name it. You name it. BitBoy was just the start. That was our first real main interview. We're going to continue to interview more and more people in the space. I'm super excited to continue the interviews, and I can't wait. The only reason we didn't interview people was I had issues with the audio and my latency, and we were working on it, getting it going each time. Okay? Shout out to my elite traders in the game. Shout out to everybody here. Hope you're having a wonderful time. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. May God bless you all. All right? May God bless you all. INDI GG was kind of hot too. Look, it flattened out at the 886 retracement. Just something to think about, you know. And I just looked at that randomly. Had no idea it was doing that. SRM continuing to get that push to the upside. Beautiful move for SRM. Shout out to my man. And look at HAPI just absolutely exploding. Look at that. Getting some gains. This flag looks like it could continue to the upside. 1 hour flag looking more bullish than most. With Bitcoin maybe getting a pump up. 26% on a possible scalp for HAPI. Watching HAPI in a flag. I'm all about finding flags. You see, I do the same thing over and over and over again. Right? But that's how you get results. You can't change your system. You can't do one system 1 week and then another system another week. You got to do the same things over and over and over again. It's not easy, but the habit becomes habitual. The habit becomes habitual. So I kind of went over what I see happening today. Let's look at our DXY. Can it give us a chance? Right now, what I see is this is a basically, a consolidated pattern. I almost want to say that, it fell out of the pattern. It kind of did because it was bouncing nicely. That was the trend, and we lost the trend there. I would love to see the dollar break down out of the trend. So far, it looks like it may, right? Bearishly retested there, fell down, bearishly retested, continuing to the downside. Let's look at our 4 hour time frame. Now it's oversold, though, expecting a bounce. Not a lot of bullish divergence, though. It kind of looks a little like Bitcoin. They're both in these falling wedges. Look at our daily, and the daily's beat to the ground too as well. Expecting a bounce here for the dollar index. So let's look at the bigger time frames. You have this huge level of support here that the dollar's coming to. Previous resistance, it's coming down to that support zone, and it's very oversold in the 3-day chart. This does suggest a move is coming for the dollar. All we want here is a double top to 114. Or a lower high of some type, but this could make a double. What if it makes a huge one more push? This is Bitcoin's last leg down, and then we get our massive rally for BTC. All right. So the 3-day chart suggests that the dollar could pop back to the upside. It's not a good sign for Bitcoin in the bigger time frame. We would love to see this level break and have us drop down to at least the next level of support at about 100-277 on the 77s. Craziness. So right now we're going to watch this 3-day chart in this falling wedge. I've played these many times and they've pumped to the upside in my life, right? Measured move is the length of the falling wedge back to the upside. Yikes. Yikes. That doesn't say amazing, right? 22-hour, we could hope, begins to lose this angle and drops out of this bear flag. And if we can lose this support zone, it would be absolutely amazing. So we're going to watch this closely into today. I mean, the afternoon looks like we're going to freeze up, and we may not get our verdict until Monday when the dollar index kind of gets tight. So, yikes. But this looks like next week could be a bit of a rally back for the dollar. What I do see, which is possibly good, is that the 50 crossed the 200, which is a death cross. All right, but the 50 crossed it here too, and the death cross has been pummeling. We are still below the 200 SMA, which is a good sign for bearishness. So maybe we just get a pop-up, we get rejected, and we continue to the downside. This looks like a bear flag, though, to me. But again, we're oversold on momentum indicators. So the TA says we're going to drop. Let's wait for the indicators to line up with the technical analysis. And that's kind of my trading style in a nutshell, too. I never really said that out loud the way I said it. I put out the patterns. I looked at the technical analysis, and then I look at, I call it TA, but, I look at the patterns. And I look at the pattern probability, and then I couple it with the momentum. So, this is a bear pattern ready to dump, but I'm more likely to wait for this to come up in round or for some other time frame to get very overbought first for me to want to enter the trade. Okay? Enter the shorts when I get overbought on the stochastics, if that makes any sense to you. All right, that's a main indicator for me to lock in my trade. I'm looking for resistance with high stochastics in a bearish pattern. Those three things alone. Then I bring that in with the VRVP, and man, things start to really, really take place. All right. Let's take a look at Bitcoin with the indicator we created and see what it's saying here on the all-time history index. I even look at Bitcoin USD on Coinbase. Haven't checked that chart out in a while. Funny, we do have this chart that I put out a while back. Could we still be in this channel? This is why I'm always open-minded. So look at that. Could that be a possibility? Which I've overlooked on other charts. To me, it's garbage. And the pattern is just horrible, Yikes. But I just wanted to put, let me just change the, I think you've changed it since. So Momentum Master A, B. See, I don't even know what Ultimate is. Funny. Ultimate is probably what I want, right? It's telling you that Bitcoin's a huge buy right now. The indicator's saying, hey, whenever I see the cross through the green, it's almost as strong as a rocket, but but that's telling me multiple oversold, like 1 week oversold, 1 day oversold, 4 hour is also looking good to me. Look, it has a check on almost all of these, the 3 day, the 1 day, and the weekly. All at once. I'm able to see multiple time frames at the same time, the SRSI and the RSI of multiple time frames. Never seen an indicator do this, all right? Easier to see too, guys. I like what you dulled down the balls a little bit. Also getting light in the channel. So this indicator is telling us that Bitcoin is a screaming buy. I like to test this thing. And it's telling us to put a stop loss below 15,000, no, below 16K and ride this puppy to the upside. It's telling you stop loss here, enter this puppy, possibly when the 1 hour resets, right? Actually the 1 hour is pumping now. Interesting enough. So the indicator's attempting to tell us to get into BTC. I love to test this puppy and see if it's right. Right? We are getting lower on the 20. I'm waiting for one more dump. Possibly then there's time to get in on the 22. But the indicator right now is telling us. I mean, you rarely see the 5 like that. Okay? You rarely see the 5 like that. So she show history will add all the other ones, right? It'll take a second, I believe. So like that one nailed it. That one got a spike. It called the bottom there when we capitulated. 4 is almost a 5, and if you long that, look, it went all the way up. This one still would actually be in profit, technically. You see that? This 4. You got your ADR lines too as well. But again, man, I trust my brain is the greatest indicator in the world. We made this indicator and I love it. And it can help you do what I do. I do this anyway. I do what the indicator's doing in my mind. But people were telling me that it's almost impossible for them to replicate what my brain's doing. So we try to put it on paper so people could do what I do. Honestly, this is kind of what the indicator is. It's my brain on hyperspeed, right? Because see, I'm always looking at multiple time frames and I'm matching up the time frames to get into my position. This indicator is going to do that for you, all right? It's gonna change the way you think, all right? Anyway, that will be revealed at another time. I believe it's going to come out. I'm hoping no later than February of 2023. You'll be able to purchase and use that indicator. So get excited, get ready to change your life, and get Lifer Vision in the palm of your hand, the Momentum Master. Which we may have to change that. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of Momentum Master, man. You know? What should we name the new indicator? Let's put that out to Twitter. My team and I created. What should I name the new indicator my team and I created? Whoever, let's find out. I want to know what you guys think. Help us. What should I name the new indicator my team and I created? We know more of what the indicator does, but you might guys just have some cool inspirational thought. So the 4 hours telling us, hey, what is the 22 is also giving us a buy signal on the 22 time frame. Nothing on the daily though, huh? See? Nothing on the 3-day. Called that bottom of the 3-day right there with the 4. Nailed it. It called that bottom of the 5. See, the last time you had a 5 on the 3. You have a 5 on the 3-day? Oh my God. I mean, rocket ship's kind of nil though. They weren't too, the 5. It looks like the 5 is better than a rocket ship. Confusing to me personally. I'm still working on the indicator. I want to find things that are wrong with it to make it the best. That rocket ship was perfect. That rocket ship got you a little bit. But why isn't there a rocket ship right there? At the perfect indicator where I long. That's why I knew that was a reversal. So I'm better than the indicator. You see what I mean? I called that bottom. I also called this top and there's no red dot here or no nuclear fission. So just interesting, But the Williams is green. I mean, when the Williams is super green, it's telling you that's a beautiful buy zone. We're getting down into the green again for the Williams. We've been hanging out down here, showing you that these are really good buy zones. Interesting. The indicator, man. Playing with the indicator is crazy. I'm giving you guys just a little sneak peek of this thing. It also has vector candles. A vector candle tells you where the most volume is in the last. If one candle has more volume than the previous 10 candles, right? It's going to be like this candle, I believe, has more volume than the previous 10 candles combined. So it's a heavy green candle, all right? And they like to get in and out on those candles because they need that type of volume, the market maker, right? So it can kind of help you identify maybe the best place to ride up a trade or ride down a trade based on the vector candle. And that's why a vector candle, I believe, is why people use them. All right. Can throw you off too, though. Don't get me wrong. And if you don't use them enough, they can throw you off. See, I now want to take away the history, right? Consider the X factor. You're funny, man. But that's a strong buy signal on this indicator, giving us an idea that this will get a reversal to the upside. At the end of the day, you could say, okay, it's a falling wedge like this, and falling wedges want to break to the upside. See? Still kind of a cup and handle in a way if you do this, which is pretty, I didn't even realize. Still got the cup and handle vibes for Bitcoin going on right now, and this is telling us we're going to get a reversal. So I'll keep you guys posted day in and day out, and I'll follow it closely. My issue with the indicator is I'm so good doing this without the indicator. So I'm in between, you know what I mean? Like, I'll sell it and people will use it, but I probably won't even use it as much as the other people do because I already do it without doing it. And it's kind of weird. But my team had to explain that to me. And at first I kind of didn't understand that because I was like, but shouldn't I use an indicator that I sell? You know what I mean? I just thought it was weird. But everyone's like, but you already do it. Like, we can't do it, so we use the indicator. And I'm like, but why can't you do it? And they're like, because, there's something wrong with you. So I guess that's I'd like to use it, but I'm so stuck in my ways, But I mean, look at this. I never really noticed. I mean, that helped us look at this differently. So now I got this trend. If this trend line can hold, okay, technically. At the end of the day, support and resistance, though. Bitcoin has to get back above 16,650 to remain bullish. If it can't, you can forget all the sauce, and that's why I remain bearish, because Bitcoin isn't able to show us anything special. It's not doing anything good. Just kind of meh, And yes, the 1 hour got this pump, but it's pretty lackluster, don't you think? Now it's tweezer topping, and it's about to roll over. That's a bearish retest of this trend line. I'm expecting a bounce to the downside here. Some type of bounce down. Maybe just right here to the bottom of this channel. 16K, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. We could still get out of this bullishly. But I still see some downside coming on this Friday with lack of volume. So that's it. I mean, that's the show. We went over the total market cap. I showed you all the little altcoins that I'm looking at. If you want to know more, there's more setups in the trading group, but I'm not going to give away the special sauce that easily. You're going to have to pay to play, baby. You're going to have to pay to play. If you want to be in the best trading group that made the most, I believe, the most gains in the entire bear market in 2022. Maybe not. I don't want to make those claims, but we made a lot. We did unbelievable. And now on the yearly review, we're going to go over probably every gain possible. And it's going to take us 2 hours or 3 hours to go over every single gain. But it's going to be absurd. And yes, we didn't win every trade. Of course not, right? We win some, we lose some. But we tend to hit a lot of the trades that get posted. It's a pretty crazy win rate. Renier, let's start getting our win rate, man. Because, I want to have it pinned. Because we know we have a good one. It's got to be over 70, 80%. At least over 60 at the very most. But it's got to be more than that. So, we should get that going, man. And I have a super smart mathematical team, and they'll get every single chart ever posted. But I always tell you, make a spreadsheet. Keep me honest. Get an Excel spreadsheet. Watch the channel. It's just been nuts. If there's been gains, we have found it. We didn't miss this whole high doodle thing, high fidenza, all this. We didn't miss. We did not miss. We did not miss. So there's high ODBS and high ODS. Let's look at this. This is interesting. You can see in the 1 hour, it's getting it's consolidating with the 200 SMA. Getting very close, getting very happy, getting very tight. The last time we've seen this on these high coins, they've exploded. We're at the 786 retracement. with the 200 SMA. Just redrew it a little from when I first looked at it. This thing has been sideways since I put it out, but it could blast to the upside. Look at our 4-hour time frame, ready to rock. Our 22 hours getting oversold. So you oversold in the 22, the 4-hour, and the 1 hour. I mean, that spells special sauce, doesn't it? 15-minute looks like it wants to rock too as well. This looks very interesting to me. It's now on my radar. The 15-minute oversold, the 1 hour oversold, the 4-hour oversold, the 22 oversold on multiple time frames. High ODBS. Now, this is a trade I personally might actually take. This looks very interesting to me. Wow, that's crazy. High ODBS looks set to go. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. It could drop all the way. It could dump in 2 seconds to the downside. Anything is possible. These are just probabilities based on the oscillators, on these indicators. We don't, there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees. All right. How's everybody doing today? How y'all feeling at the end of the year? Second to last day of the year. How did you feel about 2022? Give yourself a report card. I give myself a B+. I think I could have done an A. No, I should give myself an A+, but I can't give myself an A. So B+ for the year. Give yourself a grade. Let me know. Put it in the comment section below. What is your grade for the year? And this is another great tweet. If you had to give yourself a grade for the year, what would it be? I give myself a B+. You know what I mean? People will laugh, but you know what I mean? Doxed by a pizza box. Man, that's kind of funny, bro. Corey Costa Crypto Coins. That's funny. That's funny, man. And Corey, I'm gonna get you on the chat on the show. Well, we got some comments on the Twitter here. Lifer Liftoff, Lifer Vision 5000S, Ultra Gain Rainer, Crypto Lifer Technical Indicator, The Price is Right, Lifer Vision, First and Second Samuel. You're funny. What's the indicator? Special Sauce, The Revolutionary Sam Price, Crypto Lifer, Magic Mind Simulation, Special VPN, Volume Price Momentum, Broken, Lifer Lemon Juice, Lifer Eyes. Dude, can't get any better than this one. Lifeline 777s, Mara Vision, LVI, Lifer Vision Indicator. Wow. My team says Lifer Vision's no good. That's what I was told last night. I don't really care. I'm just seeing what the world thinks. If you had to give yourself a grade, right, a grade for 2022, what would it be? A through F. And be honest. I give myself a B+. I mean, this year was the best year of my life, hands down. But my children turned a year old. Like, my child turned a year old. Had my second baby last year, so this year was like our first year with her. Just such a special time. If you had to give yourself a grade for 2022, what would it be? A through F. And be honest, I give myself a B+. That's funny, I think. So of course you give yourself a B+, right? But we did pretty good. I mean, I read the testimonials. Felt like it was a good year. I worked every single day of the year. Didn't take one day off the entire year. I mean, pretty spot on, System analysis machine. Heard it here first. Sam. That's funny. And thank you for everyone jumping on into the tweets. We greatly appreciate it. Love y'all. And let us get to 10,000 followers. Come on. I thought we could do it before the end of 2022. Yeah, I never gave trading a thought. I really love hearing that. The fact that he never knew about trading and he jumped on in and we gave him the passion to survive. Jacket, no tie, pocket square. Dude, that's what I really want to wear tomorrow. So that would be awesome if you guys keep doing that. I like wearing that on a Friday. All right. Appreciate that. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. And we're just kidding. We'll go to 12 when we get back to our regular scheduled program. But just for the weeks alone here, in the market, Look, Japanese yen moving against the dollar. One of my buddies loves that when that happens. SRM keeps pumping up now 23% gains, continuing to make a move here. SRM. Shout out to the team. Shout out to anyone that jumped on in. What a move for SRM. Out of that little flag again, pushing to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. Follow me at Twitter at CryptoLifer33. Follow the stream. Let me know where you are in the world. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Jump in with your family. Last couple days before the kids go back to school. Shout out to the $17 in chat revenue. Did I miss a super chat? HIPUNKS, PIA, and ADA. Let's take a look at HIPUNKS. As SRM continues to moon, like you read about HIPUNKS in this tight channel. Moving average is getting tight. I'm looking at it. It's kind of a descending triangle, though, which is a bearish sign, but it's a 50-50. Could go either way. Stochastics are ready to rock on the 4-hour time frame. We could get a beautiful move to the upside for HIPUNKS. It is on my radar. It does have tight moving averages, tight enough for that 4-hour time frame, and we could get a bit of an explosion. 1-hour time frame also looking for a move here. HIPUNKS looks like it could do some damage. Shout out to anyone who just thank you for the HIPUNKS idea there. I'd already been looking at it. As you can see, I got TA all over the globe, splattered all over the wall. The technical analysis is everywhere. It's just everywhere. It's all over the place. It's graffiti all over the place. PIA. I think you meant PIAS. I think. I could agree. Maybe I'm wrong. But so PIA, we found this pumped up 87% out the flag. Boom. Look at that. I found that little flag. It continued to blast to the upside. Now let's take a look at what happened to PIA. Retrace. Let's pull our local fibs from this impulse to that, and we're sitting at the 706 again. How many times do you see the 706? If I die and all I taught you was the 706, my God, it would be enough for you to come to my grave and leave a flower, for crying out loud. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So let's take a look here at PIAS here. Could continue to the upside following a move. I'd wait for the 1 hour to reset. It doesn't look beautiful. Don't like that 1 hour, but it could just go sideways or come down a little lower to the bottom of this channel, touch the 200 SMA, maybe bounce on that 786 and get a bit of a move. But this thing has been, we hit it here, down here. And honestly, from when we first put it out, this thing has just been absolutely ripping to the upside. Shout out to my team. Shout out to David Kendall, who ripped it again. I tend to rip things, and you guys rip them again. It's amazing what happens in the trading group. Unbelievable. 104% gains possibly coming out of PIS. I'd wait for that 1 hour to reset. 4 hour looks like it's ready to go. This thing has been an unstoppable force in the market. It's got this trend line, which it's respecting too. If it can hold that trend line, this thing could continue. Moving averages are really tight, even on the 4 hour, for more room to go. Coming to that 21-day moving average at a 786 retracement, 706. I mean, this has some bells and whistles on it. PIAS looks like it could continue to the upside. And honestly, there's only been like 15 coins that really have been moving the market recently or been getting that love. PIAS has been one of them. It continues to grind. It continues to move. Thank you for the super chat. High Doodles looking good too. Yep. We got High Doodles on the radar. I gained so much knowledge this year being a lifer. Thanks for all the lifer fam. God bless you. And let's see, did anyone answer the tweet about the grade you gave yourself this year? If you had to give yourself a grade for 2022, what would it be? A through F. And be honest, I give myself a B+. At certain times of the year, I hit every letter. Probably even a G. That's hilarious. D+. But next year will be an A+. Shout out to you, David, being hard on yourself. Grade, school ratings, baby. I get at least a C+. D-, a C. Okay. We're going to get, next year I'm going to ask the same question on December 31st, and everyone's going to answer A+, baby, A+. Right? Cash App Friday. I don't know what's going on, but it's Cash App Friday. All right? Send, spend, invest. You know, you can send your Bitcoin to Cash App. And my husband and I have been a date for a long time. Is that my man? No, it's funny. I thought that was my buddy. Who's up right now and has their Cash App ready? Let me know. Cash App Friday. Oh, they just going to bless people? They just send that money out? You put your Cash App and you just may get blessed. Cash App is cool. It's kind of bridges crypto and the real world money. You know, it gets people into crypto because it gets the QR codes going. It gets them started into what a hardware wallet will be. And it kind of is a wallet, isn't it? You can send Bitcoin to your Cash App now, convert it to cash, and use it regularly with your debit card with Cash App. So Cash App's actually becoming a place to offboard, you know. And people are asking about Cardano. Are the whales accumulating Cardano like we believe? Are the whales accumulating? Oh, we got to do the news segment too. Sorry for the people that left early. We haven't done the news. We're going to do the new news segment. Going to start doing that. So Cardano dripping down to 24, continuing to the downside. And I did expect Cardano to fall even lower. Why is that? Let me explain why. Number one, 4-hour time frame got rejected by the 200 SMA. And we know when you come for it and you don't get it, you're likely to head down. Also, this is a bear flag that broke to the downside with a bearish pole that was going to take you down to about the 20 cent level. Lowest prices for Cardano in a long, long time. Let's zoom all the way out to the 3-day and see what is our next real level for Cardano. I mean, if it can't hold that level that it's at right now, which is just kind of a little bridge gap, like a little holding place, I mean, your next level is 17. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a 10-cent Cardano, which I am flabbergasted by. I started buying Cardano at 2 cents 5 years ago. Like, you had told me 5 years from now it would only be up 12x. Come on, man. After all that it went through, I mean, it went all the way up to $3. Insanity. I did 150x on Cardano. What an insane move. So anyway, Cardano all the way back down to the beginning stages. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's about the weekly chart. And look at what I'm also seeing too is, I mean, you're very oversold in the weekly. Moving average have to start getting tight on the weekly. We got to get this one more jettison, you know, whatever dump we get, boom down. Like, we eventually just have to start to bull out. It's just weird to revisit the lows of the previous bull market. I thought you made a huge run and then you kind of made new lows. You know, I don't think you were supposed to revisit the entire market that you began at. I mean, that's insane. Right. Anyway, a lot of altcoins do this, no matter how good they are. Remember, and that's just how many people want for things. That's not the true value. Okay. Yeah. And now we're going to kick it with the news. Shout out to everyone kicking it with the new news segment. I appreciate that. You know, and I'm sorry I forgot about it. Appreciate it. I dived in the pool with my clothes on one night and I felt great. Have you done anything crazy and spontaneous recently? We'll put that out later on, I guess. Let's take a look here at the research. And make sure I'm ready to go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of cool news. I'll see you back after the news intro, and we will capture this news. I love y'all. I guess it has a corrupt file that doesn't want to play. It's crazy because I reset this. Sucks that thing does that, man. I'm going to get a new hard drive. I blame the hard drive now. Got to work out those technical difficulties, though. Always annoying me. Always something. Maxi interviews Chat GPT. Although I am not humorous, I know how to make 10 million. Chat GPT is a chat box from an OpenAI. It became instantly famous with more than 1 million users within the first 5 days after launch. Even Elon Musk said many people are crazy about Chat GPT. GPT. Maxi, the world's leading cryptocurrency trading platform. The world's leading? I don't know about that. One of the biggest, though. Asked, I think Binance is the world leading, asked 20 odd questions to the bot and came to the conclusion that it isn't as brilliant as a BB-8 Star Wars or a TARS Interstellar fan would have expected. It couldn't predict the next bull run in crypto. It couldn't tell how to buy Bitcoin on MEXC, or even tell about MEXC. It can't understand or create humor, and it gave completely different answers to complex questions. However, it knew Satoshi Nakamoto and had some insights, how to make 10 million in the blockchain industry. That's funny, man. You can read this Q&A where MEXC actually talked to the AI bot and see what it said. So there's an AI bot right now running, answering people's questions online. Pretty insane. New digital ads, expect more Bitcoin miners to go bankrupt in 2023. Amid bankruptcies, the fate of struggling crypto miners remains in flux, as some are better positioned to weather the crypto storm. This is supposed to happen, everybody. The difficulty level would drop when more miners capitulate. That will make it easier for the little guys to get in, and more small people will be able to mine because the difficulty level won't be so big. Eventually, they'll get pushed out. The level will get so high, they'll have to drop off, but the big boys will be able to take over, and that happens in the bull run. This is a general cycle of Bitcoin mining. This is meant for it. The mathematical equation is in here. Fear is kind of fuddled in through these articles, but have no fear. We should see more miners capitulate. That is a good sign that we're starting to bottom out and flattening out. So I'm not worried about it. You shouldn't be either. This is just part of the survival of the fittest, which Bitcoin has baked in to its code. Memes were top asset classes of 2022 as madness prevailed. Happy Holiday block scored Twitter and Reddit for some of the most favorited upvoted memes of the year. I like memes. They're cool. But really, long-time crypto holders right now. See, I don't even, I have to play that. I don't want to play it right now. But memes, yeah, they were everywhere. It was the year of the meme. BitMEX Kraken top proof of reserves list. Binance ranks bottom in 2022. 22 is at the end, and these are all just who wrote this? Watch Your Guru, and I question who they're connected to. Known crypto proponent Nick Carter recently published a Medium blog outlining the current state of several crypto exchanges, proofs of reserves. Carter points out that several platforms, including Kraken, BitMEX, OKX, and Binance, have published what they refer to as proof of reserves. However, these assertions do not offer all the same guarantees. Carter points out that the exchanges together conducted proof of reserves covering $33 billion of assets, about 4% of overall market value for cryptocurrencies. Why did Binance score so low on the crypto PRR list? While several cryptocurrencies exchanges PRs were highly regarded, Binance's PRR score is poorly in the rankings. Carter asserts that the exchange's poor PRR score is due to it being incomplete. Only Bitcoin, which accounts for 16% of its customer assets, is covered by Binance's initial POR. Nonetheless, in a recent AMA, Binance CEO Changpeng Zhang was asked if Binance would collapse if users withdrew all their funds, and CC answered that it would not, and that the exchange is 100% backed. The option of an audit is still in Binance's hands, which may lead to better transparency and allow the exchange to solidify its foothold in the industry. However, what about this? Say I'm the CEO of an exchange, and I have it really securely tight, and say to let you in to see my stuff, I need to give you some information that I don't want to give away. I know I'm not trying to make a thing here, but I'm just saying, I know everyone wants proof of reserves, and maybe he does it himself, but once you let a third-party audit, what if they have some backdoor key, and what if now you become compromised? After what happened to 3 commas, I don't trust anything again in the industry. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Thank you so much for jumping on in. I hope you learned something great today. Hope you got some good knowledge. Hope you met a good friend maybe in the chat. Everybody, thank you so much for jumping on in. Let me jump back into the chat. See how everybody's doing. Thank you for the Blue Crew. Thank you to Gina Bombino for all the text that you write. I mean, you're running that algorithm great. Because they can't be bought, be it BVM. FTX wrote that. I know they probably did. Great episode as usual. Shout out to Gina Bombina. I love your little yous and cutes and smooshes and all your little half talks. They are so sweet, and I love them. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. May you have a wonderful night, a wonderful day. Enjoy the last 2 days of this year. Take a deep breath, relax, don't beat yourself up. So next year is a beautiful year to start fresh, to start a clean new slate. Do not take all your baggage with you when you cross over to 2023. Be ready to fly like a bird into the new future you're going to create. And if you need any help, jump on in with us. We will get your mind, mentality right. We'll get your trading ready to go. We'll give you the education you need to survive. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life, baby.
Yes!